Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee Time Magic. I'm Mark Presley, aka also known as the Imaginator, and welcome to my first episode of Coffee Time Magic. Now this morning, I was going through my wonderful display cabinets where I have my magic props, and I was thinking, I have a lot of nice magic, but it's just kind of sitting there. And frankly, it's just sitting there collecting dust. For your working magicians out there, professional and also hobbyists, you know what I'm talking about. You see a magic trick, maybe a video or in a book or a magazine advertisement, and you think to yourself, you know what, that looks cool. I want that. And you buy it. And then for some reason, it just doesn't make it into your show. It just sits there on the shelf, just waiting for you to give it a chance and perform it for somebody and bring some magic into somebody's life. And so here I am, sharing with you some of my favorite magic effects. Now, some of these magic effects really haven't made it in my show because they're not practical as far as maybe, walking around doing close-up magic. Some of it, for some reason, just hasn't made it. But on the other hand, some I do perform, but I like to kind of rotate my magic in and out just to keep myself on my feet and fresh. Now, this item here really isn't a magic effect. I picked it up at the other day at the store at Five Below. And I just love going to stores like that, like the dollar store or Five Below, or my favorite, Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I love Hobby Lobby. I love just walking down the aisles and seeing something that kind of sticks out, and I'm thinking, you know what, that would make a cool magic trick. Turn it into something. Using your imagination and creativity. I think that's great. And so I picked this up at Five Below. And this was kind of a rather neat toy here. It's a woodpecker on a pole. You bring the woodpecker up, and when you let go, it woodpecks its way down the pole. And I thought that was kind of clever. Fun little toy. And so when I saw this, a little light bulb lit up, but it wasn't completely lit. It was just kind of dim. You know what I'm talking about? Where you see something and you think that would make a cool magic prop, magic trick, but you're just not sure what. So that's where I'm at this stage. I'm going to use it for something, but I don't know what yet. When I do come up with an idea, I'll be happy to share it with you. Now this item here, I really like. This is one of my favorites. I have lots of favorites. This involves using two round discs and this small circular item. I guess I'll call that a disc too. I'm not really sure what it is, but right there, can you see that? Now this disc has a small hole in it. Can you see that? Right here. Here, I'll block the light. Now the light's going through. Now I'm blocking it. You see the hole there? This one doesn't have a hole. And so the whole idea with this is that you're going to take this small disc here and you're going to place it right on top of the hole. And the whole idea is to squeeze that disc right through that small hole. Use my magic wand here for this. This is going to take a lot of magic powers. Hocus pocus. And watch. I'll be able to actually squeeze that disc right through that small hole. Look at that. You see that? It's pretty amazing, isn't it? How does it do that? I don't know. It must be magic. And I'd like to share with you something else. I just got this not too long ago, and I've always wanted to perform this, but I haven't quite made it in my act yet. But this is a magic effect where you fan out some cards. Watch this. Give a little wave. Now magically going to make those cards smaller. Look at that. That looks quite remarkable, doesn't it? Watch. I'll make them even smaller. Look at that, huh? Now you're going to need some glasses to see those. Those are pretty small, aren't they? And now I'm going to bring them back. There we have it. I thought that was kind of a... I always thought this was a really neat effect. I'll use it. I'll work it into my show one of these days. This one is an oldie but goodie. And by the way, this one right here is a old Tenyo magic effect. I don't know if I told you that. I don't think I did. But in case I did, I'm telling you again. It's old Tenyo effect called squeeze play. Remarkable item there. This here is oldie but goodie. The old cup and vase trick. Or is it vase? Is it vase or vase? I like to say vase. So you use a ball, and this is the base, and this is the top of the... This is the base of the vase, and this is the top of the vase. Watch carefully. Now, right now, it's just kind of floating in the air. And it's going to eventually make its way right back to the vase. Watch. And there it is. Watch this. Now, all I have to do is actually take this ball, and I'm going to just place it in my pocket. Watch. Little abracadabra, and the ball jumps from my pocket right back. Oh, wait a minute. There must be a delay. Ah, I see it. Just coming down. Ah, there we go. It's back. The kids just love that magic trick. You find that in almost every magic set. I love that one. I'm going to need a dollar bill for this. I thought I had a dollar bill in my pocket. Ah, here we go. Oh, no, that's not. That's before it becomes a dollar bill. Blank paper. Here we go. I'll roll up my sleeves on this one, okay? Now this one that I'm showing you does not make it on my magic shelf. This is a real, working in the real world magic effect where I use a dollar bill. And watch. All I have to do is just fold it several times. Now I have to ask you a question. Have you ever seen a $4 bill? No, you say? Ah, watch this. Take a look. Oh, look at that. Here's a $4 bill. Have you ever seen anything like that? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? Watch. I'll make it go back. There you have it. I love that trick. That one gets a real big applause. Now I saw this one not too long ago, and I just had to get it. Watch carefully. It involves using this see-through box, and also I see we still have a little dust on here. Watch carefully. Make sure it's perfectly lined up here. Then I put the lid on. And take a look here. Again, I'll show you. See that? Nothing inside of there. And all I have to do, say the magic word. Presto changeo. And watch. Just like real magic. Look at that. The Statue of Liberty. That's quite a liberating trick, isn't it? I love that trick. That's a great one. And I'd like to show you this one here. Before I go, this here uses 2 panels and an empty box. You see that? Place the panels back on. Say the magic words. Thank you. Thank you for watching my first episode of Coffee Time Magic. And I would personally like to thank you. Thank you. Hold on here. I don't know what happened. Well, it looks like my first episode kind of bombed out with the last trick here. Well, maybe I could fix this here, because I do truly thank you for taking the time out and and watching my magic. I do plan on sharing with you some more magic. But for the time being, I would truly like to thank you. I'm Mark Presley, and thank you again for tuning in to Coffee Magic Time. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. You can subscribe right at the link down below at Faces of Magic. I'm Mark Presley. Have a magical life. Thank you.